Okay, what are your opinions on what you have heard about the lack of student housing at the University of Kentucky?
Well, it seems as though the university didn't give complete consideration for how many students really wanted to live on campus this year. And in doing so, they needed to put students into facilities that are otherwise not housing applicable, such as conference centers or student activity areas. I think students have realized that there's a part of college life is certainly living on campus, and the university needs to make these modifications, either changing around their housing priorities or building more housing for the students, or just being aware that students are interested on living on campus.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so my opinion as a father of a student that goes to school there is that the faculty or whoever it is needs to find some other ways to house these students. I've heard some instances where that you guys have made study halls into dorm rooms, and that isn't right for these kids. You know, they should have places to study outside of the dorm rooms. You know, and they should be residing in a residence hall, not a study hall. And you know, as far as all this goes, I think that you know this is just not good for our students because some of them are having to worry, how can I do this, how can I do that, because I don't have the resources I need. So that's all I have to say on the matter.
What are your opinions on what you have heard about the lack of student housing at the University of Kentucky?
Well, for this current school year that just is about ready to over, the 2019 to 2020, it was the biggest incoming freshman class ever. There was not enough housing for the freshmen coming in or for the students that were currently coming back. A lot of them had to live in apartments. They had to transform RA dorm rooms into sharing with students. I think the only thing that was available when my daughter went to apply for housing was a four bed room with 4 beds in it and 4 girls. That's not going to work out very well. They were overcrowded, lack of space, and it really wasn't fair to anybody. I know they made accommodations so that everybody had a place, but a lot of students went to apartments.
But do you think the university should have done more to fix the problems than just do like a simple fix? Do you think that they should?
I think they should, but because of the enrollment, of how big the enrollment was this year, I
don't think they were prepared.
I don't think they were not prepared. You're absolutely correct. And they didn't have time to do anything with it. Now that they're kind of leveling out
they're
of
expecting more students.
Well, they're leveling out for the end of this year, but they're expecting more students for next year. They've got the summer to kind of get it together and start making improvements because as from what I hear, most of the freshmen and upperclassmen are returning next year.
Thank you so much.
As a senior in high school, I was considering University of Kentucky as an option, but hearing how they handled the housing situation last year is kind of concerning to me, and I think they should come up with a better solution so that they have room for everybody.
Well, the student housing issue, or the lack thereof, can be frustrating if your kid is trying to choose between multiple colleges and if they're waiting till the end. They good chance they won't be able to find housing. Luckily, with my son, he was able to catch a break because somebody knew somebody that was not going to utilize their housing, and he's able to get in. But otherwise, that really needs to be addressed because I don't really think you want college freshmen living off campus somewhere. They need a little bit more guidance than being out on their own like that.